Hello ladies and gentlemen out there, my name is Kiza Martha, or call me Mama Family, my business name. Mama Family touches a family to see that a family is very functional, and cause this is the smallest unit of the community where you and I come from, and we make part of the community. And if we have problems from our families or our marriage, then we are likely to transfer this kind of problem to the community, and the productivity will be affected. I'm here today. I will share something called penis disorders. There are many penis disorders that can bring problems in a family, also in a community. There are several, there are very many, but I will not look at all of them. I've just picked 4 that I've realized according to my experience, those I have seen and those I have handled myself, that have really caused some problems to our family, to our marriage, and also to the wider community. The first one is erectile dysfunction. Erectile dysfunction here means a person is, or a man's penis cannot attain or maintain an erection sufficiently to satisfy a lady or to bring gratification in terms of sexual intercourse. People out there in the community call this kind of disorder impotence. But the word impotence is somehow disabling. Actually, it is disabling and marginalizing. If somebody is named impotent, they feel they can't do anything, they are finished, and it's not good at all. So here, professionally, we shall call it erectile dysfunction. This kind of dysfunction presents itself in 2 ways. It can be primary or secondary. The primary one means that a person has never gotten any erection in their lifetime since they were born, and that one is not very easy to correct. However, not all hope is lost. You can go to the hospital, visit the doctor, and it may be corrected, because there are some reports coming out there that such kind of a problem has ever been dealt with, and the victim is very okay. 2 is the second one. A secondary erection, failure to erect, or erectile dysfunction happens, it's just acquired somewhere because of maybe a disease or stress or anxiety, brings about secondary problem, and those ones are often treated. Sometimes people don't go to the hospital, but when the cause is healed, a person gets okay without consulting any doctor. So that is number one. Number two is some condition called priapism. Priapism is something, a condition that brings about painful erection. The erection may be painful and it takes a long time when the penis is tightly erect, and it can take about 2, 3, 4 hours when the victim is still struggling with the problem. You can imagine the pain. That kind of problem is not very common, but it can happen, or it has happened, because I've seen a person with a problem, though was not my client, but at least in my lifetime so far I have seen 2 people, while others with such a problem stay indoors. They don't want to come out, they don't want to disclose. The biggest problem with many of the disorders, not disorders of productivity only, or disorders of the sexual activities, many kind of disorders, people don't want to disclose. It takes time. Sometimes they first deal with it, sometimes they take time to think that maybe it is something witchcraft or cultural oriented. It takes time. By the time they get to the hospital, it has caused a lot of issues. It is important that we leave out something called shyness and we go to the hospital immediately there's any kind of disorder. So the third one is the curvature of the penis. Curvatures of the penis, this one means that the penis gets coiled or crooked. It's not straight enough. To some people it can bend upwards, to some people it bends downwards, while others it bends sideways, all this other side. The problem with it is that in some cases it is so painful in an erect position. People present such kind of problem. However, those ones without a problem of pain, it could be ignored because it can function. The 3 functions of the penis, is urination, sexual intercourse, and childbirth. And it can do these ones. It is can be used to impregnate a lady. So there is no big problem if they know how to use it well, depending on the sexual orientation they are doing. It can be very okay, but the problem is when it is painful. The painful one should be taken to the hospital for correction. And then we can also talk about the fourth one, that is the ejaculatory incompetence. Ejaculatory incompetence is the leading cause of male infertility. You can find that a person, this one means a person cannot ejaculate, just can do sexual intercourse, the climax, and then they don't ejaculate. Here there are two related things. One is ejaculatory incompetence. Another one is a dry orgasm. They are related but not the same. For dry orgasm, it is a person climaxes, but it does not ejaculate, and that one is not a big problem unless it has problems with the pain. And another problem with it is that if the goal is to get a child, the chances may be minimal, but a person can use the penis to urinate, can also do good satisfying sexual intercourse. Here it is corrected. I think it is easier to correct than ejaculatory incompetence. Sometimes the problem here could be that a person does not have enough semen to cause ejaculation, or the ejaculatory duct is blocked, or their urethra is blocked. For simple surgery, in the hospital they unblock them, and a person is okay. But for ejaculatory incompetence, is a little different. A person does not ejaculate, yes, but at the same time, a person may go for long sexual intercourse. He goes in for long play sex, but does not finish, does not ejaculate, and it is not even a dry orgasm. Such kind of a person may not even reach orgasm, can do it until he's tired, starts cooling it differently, or their partner is tired, and off they go. They look for other ways of cooling the man to a flaccid position without any kind of ejaculation or climax. That is a big problem. Ladies and gentlemen, I think for ejaculatory incompetence there are other problems like premature ejaculation, delayed ejaculation, also failure to ejaculate completely. So I think that one will need another video talking about ejaculation only, and how it affects marriages, and how it becomes a community problem, and how it should be dealt with for the victim to be okay. Going back a little on the first ones, for the priasms, that is the painful erection that may take 3 to 4 hours. Some of the causes could be sickle cell disease, or could be blood cancer, that is leukemia, it could be common malaria, or penile cancer, or spinal cord injury, or just an injury on the very penis. So those ones are medical conditions, and they can be dealt with. In case a person has such kind of problems, let them quickly go to the hospital and visit a urologist. They will be okay. There is no big cause of alarm. What makes it a very big community problem or family problem or a bedroom issue is the lady. The ladies, especially now for like erectile dysfunction, ladies cannot be around to console their people, to be with them and give them assurance. They will quickly run away if the dysfunction is the other person might be short. He erects, gets off, erects, gets off, on and off, in short episodes. Those ones, most ladies will not handle that kind of disorder, while others will try. If the lady is almost getting excited, the gentleman is off, or sometimes it stays in just floppy, even if they try to stimulate, even if they all whatever they try, just stays floppy, and unless it is a secondary one, and the lady is so good. Some ladies, mostly those ones who are officially married, will stay in the marriage and they try to console their husbands or their partners. But if the ladies are still dating, or they have just married, they will quit. And the quitting is not just quitting. I've seen and handled some cases of ladies who just say, "He just can't handle. I can't stay there. Why should I be the one to be into such kind of problem? Yet there are other men out there." So that one, of course, you can see it is already a community problem, and they will talk. Others go to the TVs, others write in articles, others tell friends all around that this kind of a person, that's how they are sexually. They cannot finish, and that kind of exposing a man puts them in a situation of they can't like it. Nobody can like that kind of report to the public there, and that that's how I am. And to some ladies, once they tell them such, they want to discover, find out. Let me go so and see how it looks like. Let me go and tease. They start teasing a person. Men out there, one thing we need to know is that when you see many ladies coming your way, sometimes it is not that they love you. Sometimes it's that they have heard stories and they want to discover for themselves and spread the rumor further. And to men also, those who want approval will move around, and they will move around looking for Lady A, from Lady A to Lady B, from Lady B to Lady C. They do some kind of rotation just to look for approval, which is mostly not got. And the community there may just think that this person is moving around, is strong, is just practicing infidelity. Yes, it is partly infidelity if somebody is married, but sometimes they are moving around looking for approval. They want somebody who will understand them and take them the way they are. Let us not move with the problems around, because first of all, there are three major associated problems with moving around. One is that you risk diseases, including HIV, AIDS. Two, your finances are going, it touches your pocket. And three, it may bring about domestic violence in the family. In most cases, there's a community problem, and people look at men who move around with different men. Men who move around with different women, and they are like, they are strong. In Africa, it's like they are cheering them. They laugh around and call them strong and brave. And people, the victim themselves, just as a defense mechanism, they just say, yes, I'm there and I'm happy and I'm using ladies. Let us leave out this kind of consolation. In infidelity, who is using the other? Men think they are using ladies, but to me and to the rest of the community out there, it is ladies who are using the men. First of all, if it is about risking diseases, it is you risking diseases. The man, because you are moving around, you are likely to bring home a disease. Two, it is your finances. The financial resource is yours. Accommodation, you pay. Transport, you pay. Meals, you pay. Transport back, you pay. So if you're paying all that for a lady and for ladies, so later they go away, who is using the other? The bigger loser here is the one who is being used. Gentlemen out there, avoid being used by ladies. Take the problems to the hospital. If the problems are can be solved through psychotherapy by psychologists or marriage counselors. Consult them and you have a good family, you have a good marriage, you'll have a good sexual experience. So as I prepare to wind up, let me also talk about boys and youth who have always come to me with the questions of their erections, the involuntary erections, that are they also a problem? That one is not a problem at all. Youth, please listen, and adolescents, listen. That one is very, very good, and it is very healthy for every youth or every juvenile who is growing up to have those involuntary erections. And in most cases they appear at night when you are sleeping, and that's why it is called a wet dream or nocturnal emission. Nocturnal just mean night. Nocturnal means night, and then emission means release. So you release in your sleep during the night. By the time you wake up, the bed sheets are soiled, and you climax in a way you don't understand. That kind of erection is very normal. Actually, be happy, jubilate if you have such kind of erections. What could make it a problem is if it is painful, or if it takes a long time in that kind of erection, like we have talked about 2, 3, 4 hours in pain. That is what is a problem. These things of sexual disorders cannot be exhaustive here, but you can visit Mama Family, mamafamily.org. Talk to me. I promise, especially on how to use some of these the penises which have disorders before you heal, how you can go about issues of sex, because it depends on the sexual orientation one engages in. We shall have a video call, or we can have Zoom lessons, and we talk, because I always talk to adults, and the adults I look at, I avoid as much as possible to talk to children, because some content is not for children, and I don't want to talk to robots. So we prepare a Zoom lesson or a WhatsApp video, and we talk it all. In most cases it is free of charge. It is about saving you and the family in order to make a community more productive. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for your time. Until then, in the next video, for now, bye bye.